right. Welcome to the second review of the evening. Up this time is MOAI 6 Unexpected Guest Collector's Edition. Um, so this is the sixth game in the MOAI series, like the sixth legitimate game in a seven-game series. And spoiler alert, we're reviewing MOAI 7 right after this. We were given both games at the same time because they released at the same time on Steam. They did not release at the same time initially. Uh, both of these games appeared on casual portals, like Big Fish and the like. Yet surprisingly, those are still around. You know, when I think of those things, I think about like say 10, maybe 12 years ago, populated with PopCap games and the like. You know, maybe stuff from Mumbo Jumbo, but there's and Alawar Entertainment, which made the initial or published the initial versions of these. But Buka Entertainment has brought both to the Steam ecosystem. And I decided to divvy up the MOAI games between two reviewers. So that has the benefit of not being repetitious, but it does have the downside of not being able to quite pinpoint what changed from game to game. And for MOAI 6, this is Petty Fan. So why don't you illuminate us on the wonders of MOAI 6?
Does it in fact have 6 MOAIs?
It can have as many MOAIs as there are on the map.
Well, I suppose I can give the backstory here.
Yeah.
Right. The magical adventures continue on the exotic island of Tapa Nui with this new installment of the famous strategy game, MOAI Unexpected Guests. The chief's young offspring, twins Hikairi and Korei, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing those right, will come up against foreign science, reveal the wonders of their hidden world, protect nature and the gullible natives from foreign treachery, solve the mystery of the Menehune people and of the floating island, fight the wrath of the elements, and make new friends and allies. Over 60 unique levels full of diverse landscapes, obstacles, adversaries, and artifacts and boosters. You will build, fix, and demolish things, clear the roads, gather ingredients and resources, cut down palm trees and catch fish, trade, eliminate foes, feed hungry giants, turn stone golems into dust, solve puzzles, make offerings to the spirits, cure and rescue workers, use magical runes, and complete all sorts of tasks. Each of the levels can be successfully completed in many different ways. You're practically unlimited in your choice of strategy, and you decide for yourself which buildings to build, how to quickly accumulate the necessary resources, which bonuses to use, etc. You can also teach your hero to new rune symbols and to equip them with useful artifacts and potions to make the level completion easier. Okay, so I will take issue with a certain portion of that statement. The idea that this game will be virtually limitless. When it comes to casual strategy games, I'll be honest, one reason why I don't really like them is they are incredibly limited in their scope and design. Is this the case in MOAI 6?
Yes, very much so.
That is what I expected. Like, I know what an actual, like, almost limited strategy or simulation kind of game looks like. It looks like SimCity or Tropico.
Yeah. Like, unless it opens up later in the game, but not sure on that.
Opens up a lot.
Yeah, like, whole new kind of game opens up is what we would need.
Yeah. I somehow doubt that is going to happen.
Same.
Yeah. And, once again, not saying that's a bad thing. It's just, for casual strategy to work, it kind of needs to be, well, on the simple side. And simple often means limiting stuff. Anyway, so how limited is this?
Like, there are only certain plots you can build land or build facilities. They only give you 6 facilities you can build from. Oh wait, no, 7. And a lot of them, you can't build X until you have Y from building C. So it's pretty much like a linear chain.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as general gameplay goes, it is really casual. There are 2 difficulty settings: casual and easy. So yeah, if
Are they
that
actually called that?
yep,
Okay.
I know that if that doesn't tip you off, then I don't know what will.
Yep.
Like, honestly, this looks like it would probably be more interesting on like a smartphone or something like that.
Yeah. Not surprisingly, there are mobile versions of these games.
I could have never have guessed.
Everything's done with one button click.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it would translate well enough to mobile.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, everything is on auto timers once you build a facility. You don't have to send somebody to man them. Which
Yeah,
is...
it doesn't have mobile gameplay.
Oh,
You
God. Wait 3 hours to make 20 food. I'm gonna scream.
So it's got that going for it.
Mm-hmm. It's basically like you're playing a mobile game on a premium account.
Yep. Exactly what I expected from this, and honestly, what I'm expecting from MOAI 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
But yeah, this is level based, and the 3 objectives down here in the bottom right, once you complete them, the level is over. You go to the next one. There is no like progression or anything like that. Well, I guess there kind of is, because you can craft different items and stuff. But
yeah, that is the progression I got from the blurbs.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, all in all, like, this isn't personally my cup of tea, but again, like, say I was looking for something to do on my phone, this would probably be more, up my speed or whatnot.
Yeah, I can see it. I mean, this wouldn't be my cup of tea because, well, honestly, I prefer something like SimCity or City Skyline or Tropico. Maybe not Capitalism. Like, no, that's an actual game series.
I know.
And it is bloody in depth, even for a strategy simulation type of game. It's difficult. Like, but yeah, something like this. I've reviewed not any of the MOAI games, but other casual, what was that 1876 game from like way back, say first season, whatever. That was this kind of limited scope. There was another one I can't remember, but yeah, it's like they're all right, but I just find them to be lacking on a PC, and I get that that's the intent here. That doesn't make it any more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, what about graphics and sound and all that technical stuff?
The sound as far as music goes, it's, island music.
Yeah. Expected.
Mm-hmm. I'd be more concerned if it didn't have island music, honestly. And yeah, the music's fine, though. It kind of got a little grating on me. Because these levels, though they're simple, they do take a little while.
It's still a strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
So you still get that strategy weight.
Mm-hmm.
That point where you're just waiting for stuff to complete.
Yeah,
And
and
you-
one thing that kind of put this apart from other strategy games, if you want to destroy a facility, you still have to pay resource cost.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, I guess, one thing, quote unquote, going for it.
Sure, why not?
It's something that at least makes it slightly more complex in some way.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as far as graphics, you can't zoom in or move the camera any. What you see on the screen is your play area.
Yep, that's about what I expected because, once again, I've encountered that very same thing in other casual strategy games.
And
Because,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, you don't need to move the field because there's not a reason to move the field.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is what you get, literally.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And the
continue.
models, they look fine. Again, you're also looking at them from pretty far away, so
Mhm.
take that as you will. And yeah, it's just kind of a pretty simple game.
Mhm.
Any
As you would say,
questions?
not really. I mean, Twilight, do you have any questions since you played the other MOAI game?
Not really. It sounds pretty similar to what I played. And looks
Yeah.
it too.
And this is why I split things up.
Yeah, this would have driven me insane if I had to do both of them.
Yes. Like, anyway, in terms of pricing, so keep in mind at time of recording, we are at the tail end of the Steam sale. So, like, this game is on sale for $6.29. Usual price is $8.99, which is actually $1 less than its casual Portal incarnation, which is $9.99. So I guess the question is this game worth $10?
I don't. On PC, probably not. Like, yeah, there are a bunch of levels, but you're pretty limited on what you can do.
Right. Also, we're noting, I'm not exactly sure why this is called the Collector's Edition.
There
Like-
is let me get out of here because on the main menu, it
Mhm.
does have a thing that's like wallpapers and bonus levels on the other thing. So yeah, you get wallpapers. Come on, load. Thank you. Wallpapers, a strategy guide, music, gallery, so stuff like that. And then more
Okay.
levels. If I would have beaten the campaign, I could have showed those off.
Right. Were you so inclined to do that?
Yeah. So I guess any other questions, comments, concerns?
No. Um, uh, One final note in terms of purchasing options, at least on Steam, which is kind of our default place to go.
Mm-hmm.
The MOAI Tribal Bundle, which includes all 7 games at time of recording, is 80% off. So this thing that would usually cost you $58.93 is going for $11.93. That is like about double one of these. There's about 2 of those games for that price.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
So I guess if you really
because-
want to follow along with the story.
right? Like if you want, like I'd say the purchasing option at this particular moment in time, or when a Steam sale is going on, is to get the bundle because it's not that much more expensive just to get all of the games. I wouldn't recommend playing them all in succession or close together, but having all of them is pretty good if you are so inclined. That being said, now, do you think this game is worth $9?
On its own, probably not.
Okay.
Like if this was something with like $2 on the Play Store, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, grab it.
Yeah. Not exactly sure how much the mobile version is. Like, But or if this one got like this one or 7 that I saw on the iPad, the iStore, the iStore, the Apple Store. Anyway,
I'm okay with calling it the iStore.
I'm surprised they didn't go with that. You know, it's the App Store or the Apple Store.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like it's on Android. So yeah, I
Let's
guess
see.
it would be on iOS. Yeah, I guess.
Weird. Yeah, I'm seeing it on listen. Anyway, so yeah, that'll about do it for MOAI 6. Be sure to tune in after the break, as we'll be reviewing, or Twilight will be reviewing MOAI 7.